show the fuller nature, and the compassion help us understanding the importance of the morality. Only then will there be no more obstacles between people, no more barriers between nations. We can all live in peace side by side and restore the healthy state of mind. Conflicts can only be resolved by loving kindness, not by hatred. It's very important to learn to be more tolerant, more selfless, to let go of our ego. Treat everyone with compassion. This world will truly be filled with love and peace.
Please welcome Professor Lu to deliver his speech on fostering cross-cultural understanding and maintaining peace with Buddhist teachings.
Your Excellency, Mr. Atota, and Minister of Sri Lanka, and Your Excellencies, Mr. and Bodhi Atota, and Ambassador and Permanent Delegate of Sri Lanka and UNESCO, and President Konstantinescu, and Speaker John Marks, and esteemed members of the College. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you and UNESCO and the government of the Sri Lanka for organizing this event so that together we may celebrate Vesak Day and commemorate the spirit of the Buddha. The spirit of the Buddha is timeless. We have learned and will continue to learn so much from these most enlightened of the teachers. Even the great Albert Einstein thought very highly of the Buddhism. He once said, if there is any religion that could cope with the modern scientific needs, it will be Buddhism. The philosophy and the wisdom of the Buddhism, such as its the teaching about the compassion and the non-self, can help us purify our minds. In turn, our world will also become more tolerant. If we could all let go of our egos and treat all the people with the compassion, resolve conflicts through the understanding, not hatred, and apply the Buddhist wisdom to treat everyone equally, then the world will be filled with love and peace. In the 21st century, mental well-being has become a hot and a topic look around the world today, and you will know that the too great and the pursuit of the material possession has for too long had an impact on our mental health. According to the World Health Organization, the number of the people who commit suicide due to the depression has reached 1 million every year. This is the number of the confirms that mental disorder can lead to the many serious and social problems. In fact, depression has become a global crisis. According to the Buddhism, everything is created by the mind. Traditional Chinese culture also teaches us to learn to think about others so that we can escape from the prison of our mind. It's important to note that different religions and cultures share common ground. For example, the religious people are always willing to think about others and in many ways sacrifice themselves for the sake of these people with love and compassion. A protector example is the Pope Francis, who even washed the feet of the ordinary people. In this action, we find expression of the compassion, and the idea their embrace is exactly that of the Guanyin Bodhisattva. That is, be kind to even strangers, be compassionate to all. Let me use the story to drive home my point. There are two people who's always arguing with each other. One day, they are visit a monk, helping to find a solution. The monk pointed to the shadow, and he tried to use different methods to remove the shadow, such as banning it with fire and flooding it with the water, covering it with the mud, and even using a fan to blow it away. But none of those methods work. The monk finally takes torch and shines and lights on the shadow, and the shadow disappears. Likewise, hatred is just like the shadow. It can only be removed by the light of our understanding. As the Nelson Mandela once said, the best way to say goodbye to the hatred is to forgive. Mr. Mandela suffered greatly during his 27 years in the prison. But when sworn in as the president of South Africa in 1994, he invited 3 of his and the former prison guards to attend the ceremony. This surprised everyone, but Mr. Mandela explained, as I walked out the door towards the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I would still be in the prison. Buddhists love and promote peace. I believe that it's our responsibility to transform our mindset by embracing the timeless Buddhist values of the peace and non-violence. In addition, we also need to focus on improving ourselves spiritually. Learn to the stand of someone else's shoes to see the world through their eyes. When we see other people suffer, we feel their pain too. It helps us to understand and even forgive. Starting with today's meeting and my humble efforts, it's my deep and sincere help to the nearly 10 million followers of my Buddhist practice can better understand the essence of the Buddhism and realize a truly peaceful state of the mind. In so doing, we can move closer to the beautiful dream of the peaceful world. Once again, thank you to the organized and distinguished guests in the audience. Thank you very much.